Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to another first look video. In this one, we're going to be checking out the Mirthwood demo. Let me see here. Alright, so in Mirthwood, embark on an enchanting journey and brave ferocious creatures in an immersive medieval fantasy world. Will you settle a new homestead to live a life of farming and trade, or pick up the sword and take up the adventurer's path? Mirthwood is developed by Bad Ridge Games, and the publisher is V Publishing. It is currently planned for release in Q3 of 2024, so within the next couple of months we should see a exact release date, and hopefully have the game come out as well. But for now, let's check out the demo for Mirthwood. Alright, so thank you. We're glad you decided to check out the Mirthwood demo. Mirthwood is an open world game that doesn't try to hold your hand too tightly. You'll be able to explore a small portion of the map in this demo. Keep in mind that you will not be able to save your progress. You can always click the skip tutorial button if you'd like to play again, or get right back into the action. Okay. So as usual, when we're doing the settings, I'm going to go straight to quality and turn the quality down here. We'll go ahead and set it to low for now. Okay. And then new game. Let's jump right into this. Hey, son.
Home is not where you're from. It's where you find light when all grows dark. And your story begins in darkness. The embers of war burn. After all these years.
I like the art style. It reminds me of Wildermyth, where it's 2D on a 3D world.
But first, tell us who you were here.
Like 2.5D art. Okay, so we're gonna put our name in here. Looks like we got a lot of customization options. I don't want to spend too much of our time here on the character customization. Okay, choose your land of origin. Turian, Kelsier, Usara, Sur, and Valora are the options. Center of the continent and land of conquest. Here nobles and lords squabble over favor and fealty. You are assertive, you are agreeable, you are curious, you are conscientious, and you are introverted. We're gonna go with agreeable. Class: royal, noble, or peasant. So we can do socially alluring. Your gear degrades faster, though. Hi, son. Noble. On you, clothing is more potent. Interesting. Your crops grow more slowly, or energy is less of a worry, but you're socially unpolished. We're gonna go with peasant. And then profession. Oh, wow. So herbalist, tinkerer, farmer, actor, criminal, fighter, or rat catcher. Some pretty cool things. Herbalist is you might forage extra herbs. Craft goods are more potent. Your stamina drains faster. That might be good as a mix with my peasant, where I have the higher stamina. Crops grow faster, you're more prone to hunger. Romantically inspired, all weapons do less damage. Criminal, your goods are worth more coin, it's harder to make friends. Fighter, all weapons do more damage, your goods are worth less coin. Or rat catcher, nobody notices a rat catcher, that is, until he's absent. You're craftier and healthier and hardier. Less vulnerable to hunger and disease, you are romantically challenged. That's pretty funny. Let's try out being a farmer. I don't know, that's not as exciting. Keen eye for metals, gems, wood led you to the workshop. Years of practice have led to experience in your wares. I don't know, we'll do farmer. I'm a big farmer when it comes to games like Stardew Valley and my time at Sandrock and stuff. I love that stuff. So we're from Kelsier. Plains and pastures stretch across Kelsier, making a home of many farming families and tradesmen. Peasant and farmer. Yep. Sounds about right for me.
To the docks.
Okay, so I have to get to the docks, but which way are the docks? This way, I guess? I don't know. Can I pick up stuff along the way? It doesn't seem like it. What are you doing, cat? Ooh, what's this? Elf elixir, rusty sword, shabby black tights, and something else. I for inventory. Okay. How do I put stuff on? Okay, right. Just left click. Artemis. Son, you're being a pain. I'm recording a video right now. Love you, buddy. Go bug your sister. Sorry about that. Alright, so we got health elixirs. I didn't mean to actually take one. Iron sword. Put on some armor and stuff for now. Bucket helmet. A bucket helmet. Can you see out? Does it really matter if this is your protection? Okay, that looks silly. But hey, free stuff's free stuff. Board the boat. Got him. Can I loot him? No? Okay. Interesting. Deserter's fate. You come upon a group of guards, wary and deceived. They explain that the bound man, Thorn, abandoned his post at the village bridge during the raid, leaving it unguarded. Thorn admits to leaving his post, not out of fear, but to intercept a rogue group aiming to poison the village's water supply. His absence allowed the attackers unhindered access to the village, resulting in significant loss of life. Oh, jeez. That's a tough call. Fuck y'all, Thorn. Oh, we got a new helm. Heavy attacks cannot be parried just as the attack lands. Hey, buddy. Oh, that's a heavy attack. Ow. Get out of here. Level up. Alright. View available cards. So melee, archery, farming, trades, charisma, and survival. There's skill cards. I don't have any skill cards though. So why did it tell me I leveled up? Hold shift to sprint. Oh, that would have been helpful earlier. I get the reason why though, it's tutorial. Go below deck. Not yet.
Alas, all good things must end. It came to pass that bitter conflict and ceaseless war engulfed the continent. Those who dared to brave the sea fled.
Okay.
You were there. This is where your journey begins.
Freelance. Said medieval times, but that suggests Viking times almost.
The man beckons you, and though you've never met, murmurs your name. "Welcome to the free lands," he says with a crooked-toothed grin. "Someone's been waiting for you, almost as though they foresaw your arrival. I know not who he is." He gestures towards the steed. "Ride west. Bring this horse to the stranger. The road will take you where you need to be."
Interesting. I'm not even controlling the horse, it's just doing its thing. Oh, there's like a little shrine there. Bad Ridge presents. A new medieval tale. Atmospherically, this is quite nice. Charted by you. Mirthwood. Okay. Welcome, weary traveler. Stranger lifts his head, eyes shadowed beneath his hood. Your journey has been long, and I imagine you are full of questions. First, you must rest, for you have carried the weight of many miles. This land, it belonged to someone I once knew. Take care of it. You'll find that some things make more sense in time. For now, watch, listen, and settle in. We'll likely cross paths again. Until then, keep your eyes open. You carry a luck few can claim. So by this land just means this area. Aha, here it is. This is my new home. It wants me to go into the house. What is this? Alright, well, I gotta sleep. Okay, now what am I supposed to do? This can allow me to move stuff, but as you can see, it's not quite right the way it moves things around. Humble beginnings. Alright, so there's a couple of quests here. The road to Bright Oak. In the far distance, the faint but distant sounds of life beckon, a bustling murmur, pulse of activity. Perhaps you might head south and discover what lies at the source of these sounds. Follow the farm's southern road. Humble beginnings, gather 30 stone, 30 wood, and craft a cooking pot. I'll set that as the active quest for now. How am I supposed to gather these things? It's a mystery. You can chest with a few items to jumpstart your demo experience, experiment with crafting, or check your quests if you like venturing outside your farm. Alright, so here it looks like the basic tools one would need, along with a bunch of seeds, flour, animal fat, practice cooking. Okay. So we got health, stamina, and food, or hunger it looks like. So we got a copper axe, copper pickaxe, rustic scythe, simple scythe with worn edges, copper hoe, copper watering can, onion seeds, cabbage, carrot, and barley seeds. We got some goat cheese, some baked apples that I baked the other day. You got a morality and a renown system. You've got your attack and your defense. Renault the Unremarkable. Thank you. Malted grains, flour, animal fat. What was that? Some iron bars. Okay, might be used crafting or trading. Alright, so for now, let's work on getting things done. So we need 30 wood. Can't cut the big tree. Can I? How do I cut trees? Ah, there we go. I get the little one. So I can only hit these littler saplings for now. I'm assuming I need a higher quality axe for the bigger ones. Wonder if I leave the stumps if they will regrow in that same spot. Okay, so we've got that. Let's grab our pickaxe. Level up. Once again, though, we don't have any skill cards. So what it is doing is it's doing a percentage boost to our skills. It was at 1.5% for these. Now it's at 2.5% for the level up. So each level is still adding something, but I'm guessing this card system is how you can get bonuses to these things. You got melee and trade skill. Alright, now I'm supposed to craft a cooking pot. How do you craft? This is a map of the world. I'm guessing... Where are we? There's Mirthwood. There's me, it looks like. So that's Bright Oak. That'd be a relatively large map, then. Nice. That looks cool. So, I came all the way from here? So, Oasis, Lake, Grimrock. It's a cool looking map. Lots of stuff. Lover's Lake. How do I craft? Quests, main map, skills, codex. Somewhere in the menu here. All grid, refund, path mode. No, so I must have to interact with the this table here. Yeah. So use the workbench to craft items for your farm. From the workbench, you can craft stations, structures, decor, and storage containers. Use tab or I to access and place crafted items. Okay. So we got craft the cooking pot. You use I to place the cooking pot. We'll go ahead and... Doesn't matter too much to me, so we'll just put it down right here. We got +5 renown for that. Tending the soil. I'm still in the builder mode. Let's exit that. Okay. So now that you've cleared some room, let's see how fertile this soil is. With tools in hand and seeds at the ready, it's time to turn these once forgotten grounds into a thriving garden. Plant your crops and nurture them. As they grow, so too will your connection to this land. So cabbage, barley, and onion. Oh, interesting. So it's almost like there's a minimum distance, but it's also kind of like free flowed with the placement of stuff, which is interesting. It'll be very difficult to make things actually look like really nice. So I think I said barley, onion, and cabbage, right? Didn't ask me to plant the carrots, did it? Yeah, cabbage, barley, onion. So let's grab onion seeds. I should eat something. Alright, that got our hunger back up. And then barley. We'll go ahead and plant those cabbage seeds too anyways, because we can. Or those carrot seeds, I should say. We'll plant them, we'll keep going with these lines. I'm curious if the scythe here is what we use to get rid of these. Okay, it is. Clear the land here a little bit. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we got that done. So let's go check out the crafting menu. Ooh, what's this? I picked up some honey. I'm gonna take a look around my farm here. Rusty iron sword. Sounds like more honey somewhere. There's some more honey. As you clear and develop your farm, you'll be able to purchase additional land and expand your property. This will allow you to create larger, multi-featured layouts. Interesting. So it looks like this here is like the current edge of the demo playable area, potentially. I am curious as to what breaking this rock is like. Looks like I can't. That's a nice little feature area here. Hey, shoo, bird. So repair exterior is 25 or 50 wood and 50 stone. Repair interior is 50 wood and 50 stone. So I do want to work on getting more wood and stone. Days left 3. So the demo only lets you play a couple of days. Or is that until my crops are ready? No idea. I also can't tell exactly what time it is. I know it's like night, but is there a time when your character has to fall asleep? I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and head to sleep. We're gonna water our crops, and then we will spend time... That's kind of cool. This tab can bring that menu up. And we'll spend our day working on our fields. Oop, we didn't quite water that one. Alright, let's try cooking some stuff. The guy looks hungry. Interesting. So the honey can give me back stamina, health, and is worth 5 gold each. Alright, what am I at? I'm at 41 stone right now. Let's clear up the rest of my land. Hey, we got some copper ore. We leveled up again in trades. Oh, okay. So it's actually, yeah, there we go. It actually goes down with the levels. Interesting. So we have the fish catch chance, hardwood drop chance now. The 5% hardwood drop chance. Item craft requirements, rare fish catching. Cool. So this is like a skill tree for each one. So when we get to here, then we're going to get 3 cards, and then we'll get to choose one for our hand, I believe, is what's going to happen there. We'll find out. Shouldn't take too long to get that next level. Not while we're trying to fix up our house. Why can't I pick that one? I'm not sure. It's too dark out to see some things still. There's definitely plenty of stone. I can't carry any more materials? Is that just stone? Let's switch to my axe for now, then. Yeah, so it looks to be just an issue with the stone. There we are. This trading has hit level 3. We've unlocked new skill cards. Lumberjack, chance to harvest more wood. Excavator, chance to harvest more rock ore. Or Artisan, crafted items are worth more. Cool. And then, so that means we can throw our hand. We can choose, like, more wood. And if we get more space, then we can add more cards into our hand to kind of specialize a bit. Since we're cutting wood right now, we'll go ahead and make it so we get more wood. Nope, can't carry any more materials. Alright, so we repaired the exterior. We need 50 more wood to repair the interior. So it looks like we currently can carry up to 50 wood. Feel hungry. Okay, that's fine. Let's cook some more apples, shall we? Level up. Leveled up my survival skills. My hunger drain rate's gone down. So you can, it looks like, change out the cards whenever, which is interesting. Oh, we need one more tree. I'll get just 2 wood from it. Okay. So we fixed up the interior and exterior of our house. Why does it want me to repair exterior again? Done that. Or is it not fully done? I don't honestly know. Go do some exploring, shall we? So we need to get some food. No, can't go any further north. I think the idea is that the game's gonna want me to explore south towards that one village will be the extent. What's over here? Oh, bandits. Bandits, bandits, bandits. Buddy. Oof. Getting used to the timing for blocking is not easy. Picked up a plague mask. Oh, that's a fancy helmet. Now you can be stealthy and evade disease at the same time. That's funny. Oh, that's how you evade. What was the button to put stuff away? I can't remember. Elderberry. Oh, what's this? A dead deer. Can I get some deer meat from it? No? What if I were to equip my axe? Nope. Alright, we're back to being next to my farm. I'm gonna need to cook some food soon. Let's head back in. See if we can deal with my hunger, and then we'll see if we can't head down to visit the Bright Oak. Alright, we don't have any, so we can't cook anything, but we do have, oh, I do not know what my guy just did, or what he just ate, I should say. Alright, his hunger is dealt with. $13 copper ore. Anvil. We need some stone, used for crafting weapons and armor. Workbench, used for craft station, craft. That's what we're using as a workbench. A roofstone well, an animal stall, a chicken stall. Small barrel, small chest, large chest. Fence, stone fence, wood lantern, stone. Loom tanning rack, used to dry and stretch animal hides to produce leather. Kiln, enclosed to produce charcoal, pottery, and more. Press, used to produce cheese, casks, kegs. Furnace, used to melt and refine metals. We need 40 stone to make use of that. Let's get some more stone going, but it looks like my crops need some more watering. Alright, let's get some more stone, shall we? Actually, what do I need for the anvil? Oh, alright, so we leveled up our trade skill, craft item requirements, minus 5%. I want to do this anvil. So let's get that crafted. Okay. Some cool stuff. There's a wooden sword. Light leather armor. Ultra light and flexible armor that provides basic protection. Studded leather jacket. Here's the bucket helmet. That's a nice looking helmet. I need steel for that. Why would a stone well be listed under ranged? Interesting. So I could do like a nice iron sword if I got more iron. See, I definitely need to be able to do that, because then I can make at least a couple shoddy iron swords. Well, one for now. But I could start making some copper items with that. Sleep and energy. Over the course of time, your energy will drain. Certain activities like using tools or running will cause your energy to drain faster. You can recharge some energy with food or elixirs, but eventually you'll need sleep to fully recover. Sleep at campsites you discover on travels or at your home. Failure to rest may result in your character passing out. So do we have anything I can use just for stamina? I mean, I could use honey. Myself a little bit more stamina. Not much. See, I'm gonna need to get that forge or furnace going. I feel sleepy. I've got time though. And not break the rocks outside my farm. If not, that'll be a problem. Alright, so we now have a furnace. So we can do silver, gold bars, copper bar. Take 2 in-game hours. Alright, guess it's time for my guy to go to sleep. Forget this honey. I guess there is the ability to nap as well, it looks like. But... two days left. Alright, let's head to the village, shall we? So we're supposed to head south towards Bright Oak, so we're going to follow this path to the south. Actually, let's get the copper ore traded out. And at least take that with us. collect any copper ore I see along the way. What's this? Chamomile. Bright egg, plus 10 survival XP. Festival of Blossoms, to be held on the 24th of spring, a day of tarts, wine, and other seasonal delights. Let us celebrate and welcome the season of renewal together. Interesting. Tutorial on relationship. Your interactions with NPCs will affect their feelings of friendship and romance towards you. When in range of an NPC, an icon will appear at the bottom of the screen. Assuming that's right here. Click this to learn more about the NPC. Every NPC has unique personality and enjoys different topics and gifts. Uncovering traits can be a helpful way to get to know an NPC. Averil is a farmer, peasant from Turin. Mood scared. Romance cold, friendship acquaintance, skilled, charmer. Well, traits charmer, skills hidden, likes, dislikes. You can hire them, invite, gift, or propose. Interesting. But there's lots of things you can gather while you're here. Not friends with Oscar. Added the Seasons, Volume 1. Spring weather in Mirthwood is as fickle as changeling's mood. Sunny mornings may swiftly surrender to sudden showers, with the rain nourishing the burgeoning life. Despite the challenges these rains pose, they are vital for the crops and wild flora that are just beginning to peak above the soil. This season is not just about growth in the fields, but also a time of community and celebration. The spring equinox brings the Festival of Blossoms, where townspeople and farmers alike share in the joy of the season's first harvest and exchange seeds, a tradition believed to bring good luck and strong friendships. Ideal crops to sow include tender lettuces, hardy kale, and sweet snap peas, all of which thrive in the cool, moist soil of early spring. Spring also beckons the blossoming of wild herbs like dandelion and nettle, which not only add zest to meals, but are also treasured for their medicinal properties, celebrating the season's renewal of life. Look forward to the next volume where we explore the sultry days of summer, a time of sun-drenched fields and abundant harvests. Okay. Hello. Meryl, social, friendship, angry. Meryl was insulted by a rival. Noble from Sir Herbalist. Interesting. What's going on there? Boo. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do that. I'm stealing already. Septa Quest, the fall of medieval meadery. Should it be no news to you that medieval meadery has fallen into troubling silence. Many are eager to learn why shipments of mead have ceased, and I must say, quite dissatisfied with mead now being brewed in town. Furthermore, Duncan Medville and his family have not been seen around town in weeks. If one among you is willing to explore the estate, it lies on the north end of the meadows. Where's the meadows? And can I even go there? There's a marsh to the south of us. It doesn't really tell me on here where the meadows are. Lots of NPCs in town. What's this over here? Check market. Goods in demand, copper ore, carrots and baked apples, goods in supply, stone, fresh milk, and chicken eggs. Town treasury, town coffers, tax rate 4%, trade routes, Ashmauer connected, crossroads and Greyshore not connected. Crest ledger, goods requested by. Okay. Town caravan departs in 3 days. Status unguarded. Improved cart increases cart storage capacity. Horse pull caravan guard. Add protection to the road. Mercenary muscle. Additional skilled protection. Goods requisition. Huh. I'm not quite sure I understand exactly how this works, but it looks like you can get pretty good money from crafting goods and sending them out with the trade caravan. But obviously, if it gets attacked, that probably will have an effect on whether or not you make it. So, interesting. Buy and sell. Let's sell one of these and one of these. We'll go ahead and sell the bucket helmet. And the rusty nasal helm. Oh, we got some aloe leaf. Didn't know we had that. So we have 550. We could buy a steel sword. Painter's hat, feathered bard's hat. There's a great helm for sale. Studded leather jacket. So a lot of it's just like move unseen, under the stars, leaves the path behind you, bereft of tracks. Interesting. Affiliation. Interesting that you can get yourself affiliation by wearing a certain set of armor. Bread chunks, health elixirs, rustic game table. I'm guessing this is just house decor. Deer mount, bearskin rug, cushions. Okay. So the only thing that'd be really interested in is the steel sword. We got the money, so I'll go ahead and buy one, and then I should be able to sell my rusty one then. A rusty iron sword. There you go. Now we got a weapon that does like twice as much. So where are the meadows, do you think? Where the mead's being made. Maybe up here? Because there's the meadows is here, the blue meadows. So it's probably just to the north of town is where the mead is, or it's up here. So let's head north. See if we can locate the meadery. The farmer we met before. Northdale. Okay, so you can pick up seeds here. I do remember them saying that... What was good for this season? I don't think they said anything about any of these crops being good for this season. The fact that there's so many... I mean, sweet pea, right? Plant these and tilled in soil to cultivate fully grown peas. It's a big variety of crops available. Can I kill their chickens? No. Sure, I need an animal stall before I can actually get animals or buy them. Okay, so what we're looking for is... So that's our farm here. It said north of the meadows, so we're going to head up here. Fabled feather. Yeah, so now we're in the meadows. What's the fabled feather? Cannot be sold. A mysterious and unknown feather valuable to some merchants. But it cannot be sold. Interesting. Must be like a trade item. What is this? By that, I mean... Looks like some kind of rock. But I can't hit it. Mushrooms. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, Wanderer. Oof, I couldn't get away from him in time. Ow. Ow. Stop hurting me. Health elixir and a baked apple. Cool. Nope. Hey, we got ourselves a great helm. Nice. Red chunk, baked apples, elderberry. Cool. Got a bunch of stuff from doing that. Oh, we got another fabled feather. What's this? Desires have led you here, bound to this tree by your own hand and blade. You betrayed our bond for a fleeting moment with my sister. Let this be a testament to your choices we make and the paths they carve. I hope you find peace in the end, even if it eludes me. What happened here? Pinned to a tree. Beneath the shade of green leaves, you encounter an unexpected sight. A man made one with a tree, with his own sword binding him to this woeful fate. A note on the ground nearby reveals the likely cause. I'll take his sword. I got morality negative for that, but look at this. Origins of this blade remain a veiled mystery known to very few. Sword of Hearts, purity. Damage dealt with this weapon may be reflecting back to you in the form of health. That's badass. That's worth the lower morality. Ooh, what kind of... Is this copper or iron? Just a big copper rock. Alright, so we're coming up on the house, I believe, that we're supposed to be looking for. Yep, Medville. Is this iron, then? Can't carry more materials. I don't understand why I can't carry more. Is there a physical limit to how much you can carry in your bag? What if I were to drop some ore? Okay, so yeah, it is iron ore. I can only take some of each. Ow. Can't avoid that. Got him. I see the toll this all takes on you. You suffer under the weight of our circumstances, pouring endless resources into remedies we both know will fail, and there is nothing left for us here, Duncan. The workers whisper of instability, and our patrons lament the decline in the mead's quality. I understand your actions for what wouldn't we sacrifice to change things, yet I fear the path we tread leads to ruin, not only for our livelihood, but for our... Manor key. We've got the key. Making sure there's nothing else out front. Alright, so this is a side house. So there's a cellar here, locked from the inside. Alright. So let's go oh. Duncan, your note has reached me, and I am moved by your plight from your description. Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm accidentally clicking off that stuff when I want to read it. Notes. Okay. If you're the path we tread to ruin, not only for our livelihood, but for our spirit, steal yours, Sylvia. Laird to Duncan. From your description of Alira's symptoms, I have identified some rare herbs that might offer some relief, if not a cure. I caution you, these treatments are experimental and not without risk. I will prepare some concoctions and send them with instructions post-haste. It is imperative that we proceed with caution, monitoring her closely for any changes. Your dedication to your daughter's recovery is clear, and I will do all I can to aid in this. Merrill, herbalist. So the daughter became ill. That much is apparent. What happened to the family? Head beneath. Some nightmares defy even the most twisted imagination. The wisest among us should have foreseen the evil that would be awakened in Bleakwood. Long had some ancient magic festered there, gripping passerbys with an palpable sense of dread, thickening the air and clouding the mind. It is clear many have perished there, swallowed by murky waters and intertwined in the cold, gnarled roots of decaying trees. Evidence of great battles adorn the ground in Widow's Glade. It is believed by most that the wives of these ancient soldiers traveled south, braving the darkness to offer aid. But there they were struck down by the same horrors that claimed their husbands. These are the ones we have seen shrouded in white, long buried yet unable to find peace in death. Even now they restlessly wander in the shadows of Bleakwood, seeking to torment all who wander. That's a horrifying book. I can't carry any more materials again. Bedroom key, I'll take that. Medieval mead. Or Medville mead. A rare jug of meads distilled at the Medville meadery. Okay. I'm annoyed. I can't carry any more materials, but I don't know what materials it's talking about. If I were to drop my iron ore, it's a ruby. So it looks like early on you're extremely limited in when it comes to different varieties of gems or resources, which is very strange. So I can either carry a single ruby or I can carry up to 6 copper or iron early on for ores, and that's it, which is extremely limiting. Okay, so now in the basement. I once again cannot carry any more materials, so I'm going to drop the gem for now. And I was able to pick up a wolf's pelt for that. Wolf's pelt is not worth as much as a ruby, so I'm going to stick with the ruby. There definitely better be a way to expand what, the variety and amount you can carry, though. Otherwise, it's just absurd. So I don't see really anything in the basement. To be more clues. I'm starting to get sleepy. So we're gonna have to head out soon. Oh. Oh, jeez. My dearest Alira, I hope you found peace in realms far kinder than this one. We sought every remedy and every blessing, but fate was cruel, and it seems your path was sealed the day you fell ill. In my grief, I neglected everything, your mother most of all. Billa left. I could no longer provide. I find myself now surrounded by the ruins of a life we once held dear. You will forever remain in my heart, my sweet child, though I write these words knowing they will never reach you. Your loving father, Duncan. That's Duncan's rabbit foot. Rare token bling to bring luck to those who keep it. May improve fortunes when kept in inventory. Interesting. So now there's a letter for searching for Sylvia. Grim fate of Medville Meadery now uncovered. One mystery remains, the whereabouts of Sylvia Medville. Sylvia found refuge in a distant town. Does she wander alone, consumed by sorrow? Her fate is uncertain. Perhaps a faint trail remains, a thread unraveling in her wake that could offer the first clue. Locked for the demo. Meadery now lies in ruins, its rooms echoing with memories of better days. Yet perhaps all is not lost. With determination in the right hands, the Meadery can be revived to its former glory. This now unclaimed manor could prove useful. So you can expand your territory by reclaiming the Meadery and rebuilding it. That's kind of cool. Like I said, meet someone new, but I've met a bunch of people. Alright, well, I'm feeling sleepy, so best to head home. The fact that I have this badass sword now is pretty cool. So my house is just to the southwest of here. So we'll try and take a direct route as much as possible to get there. A trap. Blocked for the demo. Shame. Looks so cool, too. I do want to get, like, bow and arrow, see if I can go hunting and do that kind of stuff. That seems like that could be a lot of fun. Nothing happens. Puzzles. You'll find different types of puzzles scattered throughout Mirthwood and other regions of the map. Some might unlock new areas, while others offer unique rewards. Puzzle hint, don't be afraid to hit things. I don't know what that refers to yet. I do know if I keep swinging, my stamina's gonna get much lower. Alright, so we've returned home. Looks like our crops could... Oh, never mind, they're all ready to be gathered. Even gathering the crops takes stamina. Yeah, I know I feel sleepy. Go to sleep. Then we can look at our journal update. +5 renown. Okay. Don't we have flour in here? Yeah, so I should be able to make sweet tarts. And bread loaves with the flour. Ah, here we go. So you can make all the different stuff. Animal fat and a carrot. I can make vegetable stews. Cooked venison, cooked fish, cooked rabbit. So you can kill the animals. You can also make stamina elixirs and health elixirs. Stamina elixirs with chamomile, ginseng root, and lavender. Interesting. Your honey. Okay. This all looks very promising, but I just saw the time, guys. That's gonna be it for now. This is the Mirthwood demo. Looking forward to the full release game. This definitely seems like something right up my alley that I would enjoy playing quite a bit. It all depends on how engaging the world is as you explore and everything. But so far, looks very promising. We've got ourselves quite the farmer going here. We're starting to get some renown. Our morality is not great, but that's okay. We got 50 armor, 27 attack. The skill tree looks interesting as you level things up. Definitely promising, especially with survival. Getting that up real quick. I'm surprised my farming didn't level after growing 15 crops, that it didn't even go up once. That is surprising. I wonder what the rare crop chance is in regards to. Not sure. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this one, guys. I hope you had a great time, and I will see you again next time.